Okay. Have you ever had to say to the press or to the members of the public when you visited theatres that it's a great movie when you didn't believe it?
No, I've been skeptical. It's never happened to me, touch wood, and I hope it wouldn't happen, that I've promoted a film or been part of a film which I thought was a bad movie.
All these years, and you've never been part of a film where you saw the movie and then didn't think it was bad.
I have no objectivity. I always tell my directors, when I'm watching a film which has me in it, or which has me who has worked on the film for 6 months, I have no objectivity.
Okay.
I feel like, man, that's such a good film with every film. So when I come out and say it, I really believe it.
Okay.
And then people may like it or may not like it. But every time I watch it on TV also, I say, yeah, that was a good film. Because when I read that script and I've said yes to a film, I have to be 100% convinced. Otherwise, I can't do a movie.
So when you saw What's Your Rashi, what was your reaction to the film?
I really liked the film.
Yeah?
I really liked the film.
And you didn't mind 3 hours and 40 plus minutes?
I knew it would be that long. I was prepared for that.
Okay.
I knew 13 songs. I knew 12 parts. And I knew each girl had to be justified. So that was something I knew. But I had no, especially with What's Your Rashi. I mean, with other films I still had a certain sense of objectivity. But I was too close to this film.
We know what you are on the weekend of the film's release. But if there's been a negative reaction to a film or it's not worked at the box office, how do you react?
I go into a shell, probably lock my room. I'm in there for a while. And if I have to talk to somebody, then they get the brunt of it. I'm low, I'm upset.
Cry?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So who's the person who risks being around you at that time?
My family, poor things, they can't help it. And people who work for me, they get a lot of that.
Okay. And then you just throw yourself into the next project.
Yeah. You have to take some time, mourn it, get it out of your system and move on.
How do you get it out of your system?
Sometimes you can't. Fine. What's Your Rashi is still not out of my system. But you can't let the other one suffer, no?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to shove it under the rug. My rug's kind of bursting at the moment.
No, okay, just because of this film, but otherwise, I mean, your rug should not be bursting.
No, it doesn't. I've had some great moments in my career so far, but it breaks your heart every single time a film doesn't do well. And I thought, maybe by now I'd get used to it or it'd be okay. But it doesn't. I can hear it, my heart breaking.
Priyanka, things have worked out very well for you in the few years you've been in the industry, touch wood.
So I touch my head, you touch
my head is not made of wood, Priyanka Chopra.
Not mine, but,
But I wonder if there is a roadmap. Is there any plan?
I never had one, which is very scary because I don't know what will happen like tomorrow or next year. Never planned. It's just kind of been, great for me. I always say I'm God's favorite child. He looks out for me.
Would you do a television serial if there was the time for it?
Not at the moment.
Would you host a TV show?
Not at the moment.
Why not at the moment?
Because I'm petrified of hosting.
Why?
I'm great at extempore speaking. I'm great at having an opinion and talking to you, but following, a format and like hosting an event scares me because my life actually depends on the teleprompter. And what if it stops? Or what if...
But it's not live. Come on.
I'm talking about like an event or something. But TV just...
you wouldn't MC an event either?
Yeah, I haven't.
Who's going to ask you to MC an event? Listen, they wouldn't be able to afford you.
No, I've been asked for a lot of award functions and...
That of course.
I just can't seem to... Okay. I did it once when I was 17 and just started, just become Miss World, and I hosted a TV show and the teleprompter stopped, and I remember the audience. It was not a TV show; it was an award function, and I had a lot of co-actors and stuff sitting in the front row, and they turned around and looked at the teleprompter and said, "Oh, the teleprompter stopped," and I froze. I had no idea how to do, and somebody was screaming in my ear, "Okay, make them laugh, make them laugh." Like, how do I make them laugh? I was traumatized. Can't do it after that. But any TV show for that matter, to host a TV show, it's another level of entertainment because there's so many various types of things. With a film, you're playing a character. Here I'm being myself. So to entertain being myself, different facets of me, keeping in mind the format of the show, it'll take a lot of time from somebody like me. I get very involved. So I would need a certain mindset to do something like that.
International projects?
I love films. It could be any film, Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, English. It doesn't matter. It has to be something that strikes me. It's not something that I'm aiming for. I'm in a happy place right now.